friends, and welcome back to Firestorm. It is today, and you know what we do on today? We do tutorials. Isn't that wonderful? Delayed reactions. I like it. We're all tired this morning. That's beautiful. So beautiful. All right, guys, my name is Justin Taylor. You're here at Firestorm Free Running and Acrobatics, and today we are going to start on our walls skills for our level 2 or orange rank. We're going to be jumping into our cat position. Last time we did these, we just learned how to kind of start in a cat position or jump from the ground up into a cat position.
Hello, beautiful people.
Today, what we're going to learn is how to jump to a wall and land in our cat position, our half cat position, and how to save ourselves when we mess up with a crane position. Are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start right here, and we have this beautiful 8-foot tall wall. I'm on about a 3.5-foot tall object, so we can actually start with a very small one. If you're starting with an elevated jump to cat, which is what we're going to start with here, I highly recommend you start with something that does not have a big drop, and something that you're relatively close to, and you're going to slowly build up. Now, there's a lot of different ways to jump. I can start with my stationary standing one. Boop, jump to cat. I can swing from a stride into this. I can step together and plyo into it. When I land on the wall, I can land with 2 feet, 1 foot. There's a lot of different options. So remember today when we're going over this, especially during our 60-second breakdown, we're going quickly. There are a multitude of intro and exit and landing positions that you can try. You need to find the ones that work best for you in each and every situation that you find yourself in. So mess around with it. Go off your opposite foot. Try landing in different ways. Try taking off in different ways. Try different distances, different heights, different drops. Put it all together so you have a nice big arsenal of how to save yourself when you jump to a wall. We've all seen videos of really big gaps. People jump, they hit, and they slide, woo, and they barely catch themselves. It happens to the best of us. So start small and build up. As we always say here, we want safety and control over just big power and big skills. All right, so let's start with our 60-second breakdown. We're gonna try to hit all 3 of these bad boys in 60 seconds. Let's see if it works. Mr. Nathan, do something awesome on the clock. Oh, so magical. So when we jump to a cat position, remember, we want those legs out in front of us as we take off, whether it's out of a stride or a jump, always landing feet first for our cat, our half cat, and our crane. When I jump in here, I come in, foot to the wall, and then I'm dropping to my cat position. I like a nice little stagger, so I have room for my knees. You can put both up, but you see it pulls me further away from the wall. We always want to jump and absorb with those feet in front of us. Let's move on this way. Let's go quick. We can do it. I promise. I believe in us. All right. Now we're jumping to our half cat. Same idea as always. Foot out in front, hitting the wall. Roughly, we want our hips as our foot hits that wall to be just over the height of the lip of our object, or roughly the same height. So I'm jumping out, I hit a foot, hands come here, I'm leaning forward, toes always up, toes never down, or I'm gonna slam my knees, my toes, and then I'm accidentally gonna hump the object, and that's just really weird for everybody. Last but not least, our crane position. We're jumping, driving the knee, having 1 foot on top, always hitting the wall first, so my lower leg with my toes up are gonna intercept that wall. My other foot is gonna come down and sandwich on top, squeezing it all together. Right there, my chest is up. I have to lean a little forward. If I lean back, I'll fall, and then my knee will slam into the wall. No good, I go here, stand up, and that's our jump to cat, jump to crane, and jump to half cat position. Oh yeah! Been doing this a lot lately. I miss choo-choo trains, or 18-wheeler horns, I don't know. Definitely one of those things. All right, let's break it down a little more. All right, beautiful people, we're gonna start back up with that jumping to cat position. For myself personally, because we're starting with a nice small little gap here, not a very high wall, I'm not too worried. When I do something that I'm kind of jumping and striding into an object, but I don't have much distance and I'm not gonna hit with a lot of power, I like to land with one leg up high, getting my foot just under my hip height and letting my other leg land a little lower, a little like this. You'll always notice my foot intercepts first, and then the other foot drops down. I'm in this nice position where from here I can pop myself up or down, whatever I need to do. Now, the thing to keep in mind as we're doing this, you saw I absorbed with one leg, then the hands and the other foot clamped on to give me some balance. This is just stopping my forward momentum. This is stopping gravity from dropping me into the floor. All right? As we talked about before, you can have a split step of your feet together. From here though, with something really close, there's not much purpose in jumping up and getting both feet into the wall. You absolutely can, but it's a lot of extra effort. It also, when you have 2 legs up, it forces you to lean back and extend your arms more, which puts your arms in a weaker position. We don't really want to be in that weaker position, especially when we don't need that crazy leg absorption because we're not that far away jumping in. So I like to do the one leg split step hit. Now, let's say I'm jumping from a little further away, right here. Now we have about an 8-foot gap, 9-foot gap from me to that object. I'm not running into it, I'm doing it from stationary, so I'm going to be exploding forward with a lot of force. I'm going to have to lean forward to get that distance, to get that gap covered. When I do that, I'm going to have to jump, bring my knees up, lean back, and extend my feet to that wall because I do not want to jump in feet first or face first and get my hands and my head into that wall. No good. No good. If I hit my head on that wall too many times, I'm going to have to become a manager at Firestorm. I'm here, that's how they choose promotions. All right, so that guy in charge is making some bad decisions, that's all I know. All right, so I'm gonna start with my feet on the edge of this nice little object, give myself that big arms and big jump, a little bit of lean. You're gonna notice my legs going forward. And I'm gonna hit with 2 feet at the same time. I have more power, so I need more absorption. Woohoo! So you guys saw with that one, my feet are hitting. Now, here's the thing. If I'm coming in with crap tons of momentum, obviously I can't right now because this guy's here, but if I'm striding in and I'm jumping to this thing, let's say I'm jumping from 10, 12 feet away, I'm covering a big gap, not only am I have my legs out in front of me, but much like my dash vault, I'm gonna have my feet up directly in front of my hips, almost like a straight line in front of my hips, ankles, toes at the same height of my hips. I'm absorbing, and as I hit, I'm almost gonna absorb in and then grab the hands. If I'm doing a medium one like I am here, you'll notice I'm not really leaning back far because I'm not hitting with enough force to pop and then re-catch. I'm landing feet followed almost immediately by hands. Really close 1-2, but I'm never trying to lean forward and hit my hands and my feet at the same time. Even from here, it's feet followed by hands. Remember, the further you jump away from, the more power you come in with, the more you need to lean back, and the more you need your feet landing together at the same time. 2 legs together working in unison is much stronger than 1 leg, or even 2 legs that are split, not quite working in the same time unison. Okay? As always, practice different heights, different distances, different powers. Are you precisioning in? Are you striding in? Are you plyoing in? Are you landing with 2 feet, a split step, 1 foot, dropping the other foot? Practice all of them, so that way you get really good and can protect yourself. Cats are nice for when you mess up, to save your life. All right, let's move on over and we're gonna move to our half cat. Think of this in the exact same manner as everything we just talked about for the cat. Okay, it's the exact same thing, whether you're split stepping in, jumping off 1 foot, striding in, or you're gonna land with 1 foot or 2 feet, a lot of different options. The important things to keep in mind is, unlike before, you're not just grabbing your hands over the top and sliding down an object. You have to get your hands on top. That wrist flexibility, we want to be careful we don't hit it very hard, but also you can imagine, I can't hold myself. If there's an object here, I can't push like this and hold myself. There's just no way. I have to be lean forward over my wrists, but I need to make sure as I'm grabbing, not only do I intercept with the legs and absorb, but then I lean forward over my wrist to hold myself and making sure I don't slam my thighs or my knees on that lip. Now on a nice close one like this, why don't you guys come around to the other side? I think you'll get a better view. Booty, 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 booty. All right. You're welcome. If that doesn't give me subscribers, I don't know what will. All right, as I do this is a nice, close, easy one. So on these kind of ones, I like to swing a leg forward like we did with the first cat position and just hit the wall. Whoop. And there I go, my hands come down afterwards. You'll notice my shoulders are lean forward, my toes are up, my hips are off the wall, right? So I can twerk it out. No, but that way I'm not slamming into the wall and hurting myself. That will not feel good. Now, if I'm starting, we can edit that part out in post, right? Why didn't you answer me, Nathan? What's you hiding something there, buddy?
Can.
Oh, we are capable. Now, if I'm gonna run into this and maybe stride off this and come with a little more speed, a little more power, you're gonna notice I'm gonna bring my feet much closer together or even all the way together, because the further I come from and the more power I jump in with, the bigger gap I'm going over, the more leg absorption I'm gonna need to keep myself from hitting and falling off the wall. And also, because I'm gonna need that to slow me down before my hands go so I don't slam my hips or my thighs directly into that ledge. Nobody likes that. It's absolutely no good. All right. You guys notice on that one, both feet hit, I absorbed. I can only absorb so much. If I keep absorbing, I'm gonna slam that knee. So I absorbed once I got here. Then what I did was I extended the leg, pushing my butt behind me and leaning forward over my hands to save myself in that half cat position. Now sometimes you do this and you're a little too far leaned back, you can't get forward, or you're worried you have so much momentum you might slap your thighs. You can hit that half cat position, staying nice and safe far away, and as soon as you start to slide, drop down, keeping our toes up on the wall, and slide down into our cat position, all right? You guys have all practiced this one before, where we go from our half cat to our cat, or our cat to our half cat. Something we'll be covering quite a bit more in a couple weeks on the tutorials, but you'll notice here, this is just another way to bail. Half cat doesn't work, drop down into my cat. Oh. And there I am. All I'm doing is going from here, pulling it in close to my body, rolling over into my cat position, and letting my feet slide down, creating that friction to slow me down the entire time. When you do this, keep yourself close to the wall. It's just like having a big heavy weight in your hand. The further I stick that away from me, the harder it becomes to hold that weight. The closer I hold it to me, the easier it's gonna be. This object is you. You are the weight. The further away from the wall you are, this is really hard. This is really easy. So as I slide down, keep yourself close, but not too close where your face smacks it. That'll be unfortunate. Although maybe you've got like gnarly teeth, so it'll just kind of rearrange them and it'll be a positive thing. You know, I hope that someday we can live in a world where people can slam their faces and it's looked as, that's a good thing. It's a positive, uplifting message of, I have no idea where I'm going with this, an uplifting message of smacking your face. Totally, totally. All right, we're gonna move on. Last, this new beautiful rubber floor is so sticky. I'm having a severe love-hate relationship with it. Woo, good enough. To the crane position. Now, you guys are gonna remember our cranes from our, again, white rank tutorial. We jump, we stride that knee up, we keep that foot up. Our bottom leg is staying as straight as possible and intercepting the wall in front of us, kind of like a low diagonal cat position where our feet were for the big jump. My foot hits the wall. As it hits the wall, it stops my forward momentum and my other foot clamps on top. As it clamps on top, I'm then gonna bend at the waist to lean forward to get all of my upper body weight over the top of this object, kind of like in my half cat. So when I jump, again, if I'm close, I don't need to like really get that leg out in front of me or anything crazy. I can just kind of like step my foot on the wall, plant the other foot on top. So I come in, there, and then on top. Notice as soon as I put that foot, I'm not leaning back. I'm leaning forward. If I lean back and I start to fall, whoop, hands, cat position. Woo! Practicing dropping from any position, standing, crane, half cat, sliding down to your cat. It's gonna be really important because sometimes you're gonna jump to stuff. You're gonna try to land on top. You're gonna slip and fall. You may have a great cat position, but if you can't drop into a cat position, you don't have the finger strength and the upper body strength to hold yourself with all that momentum falling down, you're gonna have a bad day and it's not gonna work. It's gonna be no good. Summer confirmed. My God, it's summer and winter. Get it? Ha ha ha! I like that Beetlejuice thing you got going on.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you got stuck trying to get through the door with the umbrella. All right, Mary Poppins. All right, guys. Let's do one more from a bit of a gap. So you guys can see, just like last time, we're gonna stride off of this. Now our gap's twice as big. We're gonna come in with a lot more power, and we're gonna jump to that crane position, and we're gonna see. Whoa, that would move easier than I expected. You gotta make the sound effects. That's what gives you power. All right, we're gonna stride in and we're gonna go into that crane position one more time. I'm gonna get this giant dead animal off of my face. There we go. And here we go. Woohoo! So you guys see that one? I'm leaned a little back as I hit the wall. My toes up, it intercepts, and immediately afterwards, clamping that foot on top. You gotta keep in mind that with the cranes, you gotta be a little careful because if you lean too far back, even as your foot intercepts that wall, if your other foot comes on top like it's supposed to, if you're leaned back, all of your weight is behind you. There's no way to stay balanced on top. You'll just hit your crane and fall back off. which is where you can do your pounce like a board, where you jump back, you can drop down into your cat position, but you're not gonna stick that crane. So you gotta make sure that even as you intercept with that foot, as you plant the other foot on top, you have to lean forward and get that, use that momentum and all of your upper body weight to lock yourself on top, then you can stand on up. So today, we did our jump to crane, jump to cat, jump to half cat. 3 different ways you can go from wherever you are to the face of or on top of a wall to mount an object, and also how to save yourself if you mess these up. Remember what we talked about many times during this tutorial? There are different ways to come in. Stride, plyo, standing precisions, sometimes you come out of a vault or a tumbling pass. The main important thing is no matter how much power you're coming with, no matter what distance it is, always get the feet in front of you first. Never ever hands first. If I jump hands first, there's nothing to slow me down and absorb. My arms are much weaker than my feet, or I should say my legs, so they're not gonna be able to absorb as much. But also, if I come in here for like, let's say a half cat, and I'm coming in, and I land hands first, it's gonna be, ugh, and I'm gonna crack all of my toes, which are gonna give out, and then I'm gonna slam my hip bones into the sharp edge of this object. And that is no good for anybody. I'm gonna be really nice and not try to rhyme or rap the like, comment, subscribe, and share. Mostly because Summer is here and she will videotape it and never let me live it down. Then again, you guys are kind of videotaping it. It's.
How would make her do it?
Oh my God, it's a great idea. Let's go talk to Summer. Come on, friends, come on. Hey guys, this is one of our super awesome office people that helps Firestorm run. This is Summer. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. So Summer, we need to let these people know that they need to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
All right.
And I want you to rap like you just don't care. Now, baby, show off that hair.
No.
This beanie is not something you need to wear. So you gotta tell them. Tell them, Summer. Come on, girl.
Isn't it like,
Come on,
comment, share, subscribe?
That's right, you should be a scribe. It's Summer, my girl, here in wintertime. She doesn't care what you do, she's gonna break down that rhyme. Go, Summer, go. Feel the flow. I'm dropping down that beat for you, don't you know? Oh yeah, I can do this all day. You can't get away. I'll show. Nope, no. I've seen the '90s Batman movies. I know those things have machine guns in them. I've seen what the Penguin does. I quit! Hey, people watching this video, I'm looking for a new social media manager. If anybody wants to send me their resume.